Hello, now I'm going to show you the James family garden. Over here we have a couple of clumps of zucchini that we planted. Zucchini does very well in our soil. We get about one zucchini like this every couple of days, and we can't keep up with processing it all, so we give some of it away to our neighbors. This right here is, oh, I should point out, we also planted from seed these watermelon plants over here at the exact same time. And look how much smaller and more feeble looking the watermelon is. It just does not do well in our soil. Even though we mix in a lot of compost every fall and let that stay in the soil over the winter and then plant again in the spring, the watermelon just doesn't do very well. This is potatoes we're trying out this year. The potatoes are thriving, just have to adjust the watering a bit. And we planted 2 clumps here of potatoes. Can't wait to try those. The root vegetables seem to do really well. Also the carrots. We've always, every year, done carrots, and we got 2 rows of them right now, and they're just thriving. And it's very healthy, very nutritious vegetable, so we're very proud of our carrots. And then these are 2 rows of green onions or scallions. We grow those from seed every year. They also do well. We use them in a lot of our cooking. One problem we've discovered this year is that the birds like to eat the seeds. But we're going to have to get some netting over the fenced area here to keep the birds out. Because you can see here that one of our rows here is fairly sparse. One thing we tried new this year is to try planting some onion bulbs we got for about $3 at Walmart. We planted the bulbs and they have really grown. It's going to give us some large onions, and we're very excited about that. And then finally, tomatoes. We grow the tomatoes from seed. So these are Roma tomatoes. We got 3 or 4 of those, and then we've got the San Marzano tomatoes. Those are the ones used in pizza and spaghetti sauce in Italy, so we wanted to try those. And then these 3 plants were planted from seed by my father, Floyd, whose garden we're going to also take video of today. We also have a cherry tomato plant that just grew spontaneously without us planting it. Those leftovers from last year's garden that is doing fine, or we're not even watering it. It's just grown in that spot and it's thriving. I'm going to also show about our mushrooms in just a second.
3.
Okay, so in addition to our garden, we're trying some mushroom gardening this year. So we just cut some oak off of our property that was growing in places we didn't want it to grow. So we cut a couple of oak trees and cut it into sections that were 2 to 4 feet long, and we drilled holes every 5 inches or so, 2 inches apart each row, and we hammered some shiitake plugs in there to inoculate the logs, and then covered it with wax to keep the moisture in. And we're running a sprinkler on it to keep it moist, and we're storing it here in the shade, and we're hoping that within a year or so we're going to start getting mushrooms, and it should produce mushrooms for about 6 years if we do it right. But this is our first attempt to try it, and we'll see if it works. Another plant that grows well in our soil here is mint. So we have 2 types of mint. We have just regular mint here, then we have spearmint on this side. The spearmint has been growing for a longer time. This year we planted mint here. And it's one of the most refreshing drinks to steam the mint in boiling water and then strain it and chill it and add either stevia or sugar. Our whole family really enjoys it. It's a great summer drink. So we also have a little raspberry and grape planter here. We're embarrassed because we don't have a lattice for the grapes to grow up. We used to, and then we took out the grape plant and the grapes grew back, and they're actually producing grapes this year. You see a little clump down here, several clumps actually of grapes. These are the Concord grapes for making grape juice. We also have raspberries that we inherited from President Kimball, and not doing so well because of grasshoppers, so we got to take care of those. So it's an ongoing battle. Thanks for learning more about our garden, and I hope to learn about all of yours.